Previously, in the cinematic memes multiverse.
He's a devil. He desires only to counteract my righteousness, to shatter any shred of balance in this reality, to spawn chaos wherever he resides. He is a most formidable foe. My brother, he is called Dreadmold. I demand order in the goddamn court. Simon Salazar Spice, your charges are as follows. 504,723 counts of administering noxious substances to unsuspecting rats. 1 count of bribery. 11 counts of workplace sexual harassment. 1 count of attempted murder in the first degree. 3 counts of general tomfoolery in the third degree. And an indiscernible amount of counts of general bullshitting in the first degree. And perhaps the worst of all, ugly in the second degree. How do you plead? Confused as all living hell. That is not one of your options. Your options are guilty, and guilty as hell. As judge, jury, prosecution, prostitution, constitution, constipation, instigation of a sovereign nation, and executioner. I propose the latter. I don't get it.
Me neither. You know, as your defense attorney, I'm inclined to believe you. But I mean, yeah, he's really upset, especially, you know, after you showed back up after the last shit you pulled.
Yeah, okay, see, that's the thing. I don't know what that means. Also, why is the judge wearing Supreme merch? Bitch, this is the Supreme Court. You and your ketamine seasoning are not welcome here. Ketamine? No, listen. We got some garlic, some chili powder in here, some onion. Ketamine? No, that stuff's way too bitter. I call Margaret to the goddamn stand. Oh my God, my back is just so stiff these days. I can't tell if it's just because I've been sleeping on it wrong or if I need a new mattress and I just... Oh, am I going to... Oh, what? Nick. It took me 3 weeks just to figure out the kind of prescription that I have to find shells and plans for my shoe. And let me tell you, those things are so expensive. Pardon me, I need to clear my throat.
Now, what were your questions again, Breadmold?
So, Margaret, as the local loon, where were you on the afternoon of the Citadel collapse last week?
Well, basically, yes, me and a couple of close friends of mine who used to live in the same neighborhood together, these very small houses, they almost reminded me of prison cells, actually. It's really funny. They were so close together and they were so tiny. They put us in these tiny boxes, isn't that funny? And anyway, we'd go to the store together on the weekends, and we'd see what kind of deals we could get. And one day, the most precious savings came to us all because, well, it seemed like a couple of the staff members who were higher up in the grocery store were getting into some kind of argument about what the prices should be. And next thing you know, everybody who's shopping there is killing each other with firearms. And I took the opportunity to... Well, there were some steals to be had there. There were good deals. I don't know. There were so many coupons between me and my friends that I made while I was in prison. And next thing I know, while we were here, we're just escaping from the Citadel, and I don't know what happened. There was so much going on, and there was this massive void, and it seemed like that Dreadmold fellow who complimented me on my choice of spearmint gum in the checkout aisle. He looked at me that day, and he said to me, "Listen, I'm going to open quite the superstore in just a moment, and Margaret, I want you to be there to see it." And I said, "Well, I would love to be there to see it, because I love a good superstore." But then I ended up here.
The merging of the multiverses, huh? You're talking about the Great Collide?
Well, after he exposed the time creatures, it became an all-out Black Friday blowout sale at the Multiverse market. There was free reign for anyone who desired to put the bread aisle in the water, and the water in the bread aisle.
It's a hoax. Didn't happen.
Breadmold, you were there when Dreadmold converged all realities. It's real, and you haven't ventured into the outside world. You don't know what's going on out there. Chaos everywhere you look. The rat is telling the truth.
So what, this is another Simon Spice? Like I'm really gonna let another one of you run around any longer. I should have smited you when I had the first chance. When you were crying and pissing and mucking about. Passion? Piss? Grocery list? Breadman, I really hope you find your inner peace in this dark stage in your life. Really having a rough time, aren't you? Listen, I know what it's like. It's okay. The pressure gets to you. You crack sometimes. I have a couple counselors in human resources at Spice Corps. They could really help you out, I think. You could help me and perish!
Breadmold, what's going on here?
We were just on the way to rally the new resistance, like you said. Thought that's what we were supposed to do. What's going on here, Breadmold? How'd we get here?
Trash? Bullshit?
That's definitely not what's going on in the grocery store anymore. There's too many things going on. I'm just trying to figure out what the deli options were. I was figuring out that I'm vegan again. I can't believe I forgot that I'm vegan. My groceries are ruined.
We'll return after these messages. or a loved one are suffering from any of the following symptoms: lack of feeling, emotional outbursts, fog of the mind, or memory loss, this may be a sign of onset AED or advanced emotional deterioration. Today, 7 in 10 people over the age of 21 report experiencing emotional degradation severe enough to hinder everyday tasks, such as workplace performance, social interaction, and general well-being. Emotional stability is required for a functional and healthy mind. Correcting AED used to require rigorous testing and invasive procedures, costing time, effort, and money. Today, the solution is Thalassin. Using our modern understanding of brain mapping, Thalassin is able to reproduce the emotions necessary for any occasion. Included in every pack of Thalassin are these common emotions: happiness, sadness, anger, fear, and relief. Also, look out for over-the-counter options such as jealousy, hope, frustration, and pride.
Now, back to our program.
It is pointless to resist, my boy. Your strength is manufactured. It is finite and wearing down each day. You're an accident. A failed experiment constructed by E himself, but through my teachings and guidance, you will grow to be more than just a slave to Breadmold. You can surpass him, take his place as God. He's weak and undeserving.
Your judgment is misplaced. You think I want this power? You think I desire more? You're wrong. I don't want to succeed, God.
But of course, you only wish to succeed your father. The classic trope. Taking one step higher than the previous generation. It's drab, if you ask me. You're wasting time on a staircase, when you could be taking the elevator.
You know nothing about me. Nor do you care. To you, I'm just a vice that you're using to extract your revenge from Breadmold for banishing you to the Citadel for millions of years.
He banished me. Is that what he told you? No, I could only be banished by E. And had he not interfered, Breadmold would have been a mere smudge on the windshield of time. Breadmold has yet to best me in any battle alone. What? Surprised? It's not the only lie your god has told you. He's clouded by his own delusions. He has yet to even face the multiversal war unleashed upon your pathetic world. You wanna know why? Because he doesn't know how. He's a chronic recluse, hopelessly bound to a cause he hardly believes in. You think he'll save you? Or anyone for that matter? You wouldn't even know where to begin.
I'd say killing you would be a good start.
I thought I sensed a hint of nostalgia. Trash and Bush Jackson. Good on you, brother. Reunited with a couple of old friends, I see. And they've yet to die from your negligence. We'll see how long that lasts. you going to kill me before I reveal the secret of how to unravel the realities? You're an even greater fool than I thought. Oh well. Your journey has only just begun. In a few moments, you'll have an infinite number of me on your hands. And I'm sure, with them, an infinite number of your closest friends to sacrifice for your righteous and just cause. Eventually, you'll have to face the facts and... You fucked it. And I'm pissed. Frankly, I'm pissed. Fuck you, man. Fuck it. Like, it's fucked. Breadmold, Dreadmold, he's fucking, look, he's fucking dead, man. You fucking killed him. And, yeah, he was one of the last sources of information that we had left on this whole fucking mess that you started. So, what do you do except for come in here and pop him? Thanks. Yeah, don't get your panties in a bunch, you pissy little lab rat. Like, come on, man. It's not that big of a fucking deal. Look at me. Look at this drip that we have on our side, Amontillado. It is not a big fucking deal, all right? It's all under control because Breadmold's here. Woo! When has that not solved our problems? Listen, I'm going to take care of it. It's going to be fine.
Can't go on like this. We've taken out 4 Dreadmolds, not counting the original. And he's taken out 184 trashes, 212 Bush Jacksons, 627 Brass Hounds. And we stopped counting the Flishes and Scuba Men after the second week. Not to mention, there's still dozens of Bush Jacksons that we sent on that reconnaissance mission to the ether last month. Still nowhere to be seen.
Well, to be fair, we have an infinite supply.
That's the problem. Your brother already won.
Yeah, I know that. They keep saying that to me.
Yeah, I don't even know who you are. You know, you once had compassion, and now all these bushes and trashes come to the doors of your bunker, and they put their faith in you, and you throw them to the goddamn wolves. You know, it's getting harder and harder to stand by you. You're not working on breaking the bridge. You don't even have a plan.
What the hell am I supposed to do, Zula? Dread it? Mold from it? Destiny arrives all the same. He's never gonna let up. You know, one of the trashes that came through the portal the other day carried Mighty Schmidt's fighting mitt. We could use this to build a haven. We could restore the old ways.
And allow you to create another illusion. You know, all this is a bloody facade. You know, we never have any Zulas knocking on our door. I'm the only one stupid enough to entertain this dying dream. I'm the only one!
Yeah, well, you don't see any Breadmolds coming through the portal either now, do you? You want to know why? Because they knew their place in the multiverse. They knew they weren't worth anything more than watching moss grow in the deep fields. They knew their place. I'm the only one stupid enough to throw myself into the fray.
If I remember correctly, you betrayed Zeke and the entire council because you suddenly thought it was so wrong to play games with people's lives, and now look at yourself.
In case you've forgotten, the entire world's been flipped upside down. The age of principle ended when that menace decided to bake a multiversal souffle.
You're a coward and a fool.
Oh yeah? Well then tell me, Zula. Who's more foolish? The fool
or the fool who follows the fool?
You're unbearable. This is exactly why Amontillado left.
Yeah, well, I think he might have been onto something because, you know what? I'm done. This whole situation here, this is too much for me. I can't handle this. I'm throwing in the towel. I'm calling it quits. I'm giving myself the axe. I'm putting in my 2 weeks. It's kaput.
What, you're done? You're just clocking out of your 9 to 5 now? That's it?
Goodbye, Azul.
Shrubjack. Perfect timing. God just abandoned us.
Listen here. There wasn't much recon on that reconnaissance mission, I can tell you that right now.
Well, we thought the mission was a total bust. You're the first one to show up after a month.
Well, everybody else got toasted, but it's going to take a little more than that to slip my shrimp on the barbie.
What the hell happened out there? What did you find?
Aye. When we crossed the ether, right, we found a Dreadmold clinging to his life, which was unusual because Dreadmolds usually seem to stick together and hunt in packs. This one was all fried up and abandoned, charbroiled, well seasoned. Now that's delectable. Kept grasping onto this neat little rock.
That is the space crystal. It's an ingredient suburb soup. You know, he could travel anywhere in the multiverse with that.
Well, it already had a preset location. Realm 711. I believe this to be the epicenter of evil. Their headquarters.
I must go. If Breadmold won't be strong enough to face this threat, then I have no other choice.
Christ alive. I don't even know how many of my own kind have had to eat to survive out there in the fucking wild. Fucking, I'm coming with you.
We'll return after these messages. Tired of only experiencing natural emotions? Or maybe interested in expanding your emotional palette? Cutting-edge brain mapping technology has not only allowed us to refine existing emotions, but has also allowed for the creation of new emotions and emotional experiences. With Thalassin Plus, experience emotions beyond previous natural capabilities. These new emotions include degrance, humber, mage, dorselessness, Andric, Veronate, Pawnish, Hard, Time, Trantiveness, Teluge, Brick. To experience the power of Thalassin, call the number on your screen now before supplies run out.
Now, back to our program.
Well, here we are. Welcome to Zemblanity.
I don't believe I'm familiar with this place.
Well, I'll be your tour guide, eh? See, this place used to be a haven for the undesirables, the unwanted. There's some real weird buggers that came from around here. Surprised you didn't come from here, actually. I was raised here. But this isn't the way it's supposed to be. It's all gone down the dunny since then.
Hey, buddy, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but couldn't help but notice the paparazzi. Is something going down here? Do I know you?
No, we were in different episodes. Name's Trap God. Breadmold never talked about me?
Guess not. Am I missing something?
And there I was, caught in the middle of an all-out brawl between rats and mercenaries. So basically what happened was an oracle gave Breadmold an egg, which pissed off the Rat Emperor, so he decided to take his anger out on me and his medic, because, that makes sense. But at the same time, Breadmold's former mentor sent a band of mercenaries after him because, she didn't want him to get the egg in the first place because she knew he'd be responsible for all types of bullshit. And I mean, look around us. She kinda had a point there, Because then I hear, right behind me, the sound of space-time fabric itself just being torn in half. The next thing I know, I'm getting sucked through some kind of wormhole, I guess, and, now I'm here. I mean, I swear, this just happened to me.
So, Breadmold got you all caught up in his mess too. Yeah.
Hey, wait! You're looking for the ultimate one, right? I can help you find him!
We appreciate the patronage, Pinky, but we got this.
You're walking into your own caskets. Even if you make it through the scores of Dreadmolds awaiting your arrival, you'd both fall before what they call the ultimate Dreadmold.
Ultimate Dreadmold, eh? Bollocks.
Every Dreadmold desires to reign over the multiverse. I mean, I never understood why they traveled in packs to begin with without eating each other alive. How'd they all collectively just agree to bow before some chosen leader?
The ultimate one sends them out in packs. They follow the prophecy that he's foretold.
But what gives them the authority?
You see, in his reality, the ultimate one extinguished Breadmold.
Well, show us the way, pink guy.
My lord, you have visitors.
Bitch. I know. Well, if it isn't I, character. Come to die, have we? Well.
Oh, contraire. You're being ousted from this reality. Your rent's past due.
Is that so? I swear I've kept up to date with all my payments. You must be mistaken. Perhaps there was a mix-up. Would you believe me if I told you that perhaps you mailed the invoice to the wrong address? Anyway, your precious Breadmold didn't even have enough faith in your pitiful plight to show up. If you wish to die that badly, well, I'm more than happy to oblige.
Hey, I know this is a really weird time, but I'm looking for a guy.
Don't waste my time, Vermin. Can't you see I'm trying to this?
You see, this whole thing's a mess, right? Like, I can't be the only self-aware character in this thing. Your ultra double-decker Dreadmold Supreme is leading the multiverse on a path of absolute annihilation. And there's only one man I know that can wrap this whole thing up in a nice pretty bow. And that's Breadmold. He wears a brown cloak, about this tall, really submissive and breedable. What the hell? All right, fine. Don't listen to me. I mean, what do I know? No one ever listens to Uncle Trap God. That's just my lot in life, you know. I'll just sit here and wait for someone to take me home. I don't know. Shit.
Today marks the fall of the Resistance and the end of your crippled council. Zula, the esteemed voodoo god, it is time to meet your fate. Welcome, brother. Ready to join us, finally, for the main event.
Let me guess. My inevitable demise?
Indeed. Any last words before I erase you from existence?
Oh, yes, erase me from existence. Yes, an absolute god entity that arose from nothing more than moss and soil and proceeded to become god of the multiverse. Yes, please try your best.
Tell me your name, little creature. Do you know who I am?
No.
I am the ultimate one. I am called Dreadmold.
Dreadmold? I only heard the legend.
How do you like that? I was kind of hoping you'd go that route. I mean, he's not mine. I just thought it'd be funny. Well, it isn't your character to use others as cannon fodder, anyhow. I suppose this old dog can't learn any new tricks.
You'll find I still have a few up my sleeve.
I don't really know who that clown guy was, but I like his taste in fashion. Shame he had to crush his skull like that. I don't know.
Enough! The wheels on the bus go round and round.
Did that guy really just use a nursery rhyme as a battle cry?
That's just lazy writing, if you ask me!
grill that version of himself over there. Well, it smells pretty good, actually. I might go over there and see if the blight wants to share a bite of his barbie. Man's gotta eat.
Look around us, Dreadmold! Look at all this barren dust! Stuff of a fool! It won't yield aught but slumbering and slumbering! And I'm telling you right now, this world needs groceries more than ever!
I'll make you see something interesting. Come on, old girl. Skis. Perfect.
Run up on me, you fucking punk ass bitch! A clean up on aisle 5.
Come with me if you want to live.
Oh, of course. Of course he gets murdered. I mean, it's impossible to find a decent cashier anymore.
Going to weep. Urinate within thine trousers, perhaps. Maybe defecate and arrive at ecstasy. Let's finish this, brother.
The way it was always meant to be.
I've killed you once before. I can do it again. I'm counting.
No. Oh, God!
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage, and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.